we have an opportunity here with these lawsuits for our community members to, reap some economic benefit. And of course, we know, it could never restore or complete a cycle of restorative justice.
A class action lawsuit to help people living in one South Memphis neighborhood. It is a part of an effort to get relief for folks who may have lasting health issues from living near the sterilization services facility of Tennessee. Now, the EPA says since 1979, that facility has been emitting ethylene oxide. It's a carcinogen that the federal group has since determined is harmful to people who are breathing it in.
Let's go to Fox 13 government reporter Kayla Solomon live in downtown Memphis. She's outside of Circuit Court. And Kayla, we know we've seen more than one individual lawsuit filed here, but you have a copy of the class action suit, which argues just how harmful that facility has been over time.
Yeah, Daryl, this lawsuit I'm holding is 20 pages. It has 8 people involved in it. They list symptoms. They list their experiences ever since they've lived near sterilization services of Tennessee. And now lawyers tell me they hope this lawsuit could be an answer to some of those problems.
This is a community where the life expectancy is the lowest in all of Shelby County and all of Tennessee.
For decades, people who grew up in South Memphis near sterilization services of Tennessee say they've watched family and friends get sick.
It's really painful to watch the families that I grew up with continue to experience the burden of cancer.
Keyshawn Pearson, president of Memphis Community Against Pollution, was one of those people. But now he says a new class action lawsuit against the corporation could provide a little solace to the people who need it most.
If our community partners do benefit economically, that is a good first step, right? It is not, and it never could restore what has been lost.
The class action lawsuit filed in Circuit Court last week has 8 plaintiffs listed who all lived within 4 miles of the building. The suit says, quote, due to exposure to the poisoned air, the named plaintiffs have suffered severe injuries, including miscarriages, birth defects, brain cancer, blood cancer, stomach cancer, lymphoma, leukemia, and breast cancer, and one has died as a result. Paul Napoli, a partner with New York-based firm Napoli Shkolnik, says it's time people get answers.
And people become aware of it, they start to put 2 and 2 together. They start to realize, maybe my breast cancer was not just, God. It really had some man-made effect that affected my body.
Napoli says there's a list of requirements necessary for someone to join the lawsuit, like symptoms and diagnosed diseases. But he says they're expecting to get more attention as time goes on.
We're going to be concentrating on the people that still live in Memphis and the community, but I would not be surprised if we start hearing from people around the country who moved to Florida or who moved to Nashville or to other parts of the country.
And coming up at 10, I'll break down more of this class action lawsuit and also walk you through some of those individual lawsuits. We'll also hear from the local attorney that is part of this class action suit.
That is Fox 13 government reporter Kayla Solomon live. Thank you, Kayla.